Hi. Hope everyone is doing well and that you are remembering what a divine being you are. An amazing divine being. Quick disclaimer, remember this is a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Even if just one little message is all you got, that's all you needed. You don't have to have the whole thing resonate. Okay. Let me get a collective reading. Do I want to just the overall energy of the collective right now? Something to be aware of. Something to be aware of for the collective energy. We have the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups. Let's get a couple more cards of the energy to be aware of. Strength comes out a lot, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get underneath. We got the Eight of Cups. There's 8, and then the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the Temperance, because that one's been coming out a lot. Eight of Wands. Fast moving energy. It's inspiration coming in. It can also be like anything coming in, but the Wands are fire, creativity, inspiration, will, I guess. Also, just there's stuff coming in. And I know we've all felt that there's a lot happening right now. The Six of Cups is it's like nostalgia, right? It's remembering childhood innocence, and it's 6, and it's balanced. It was a good time. It was a sweet time. Sweet spot, maybe. Definitely kind of conjures up to me innocence and memories. I guess depending on the context you're taking this in. I don't know everybody's story. But strength, yes. This is the connecting of all of it. The connecting of the upper and the lower energies, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, pretty much negative, positive. Upper chakras, lower chakras, balancing them out, pulling them together, connecting them. Strength, because you're stronger when you're one, right? And hi. Underneath, kind of under the surface, underneath it all, what's supporting it or driving it or however, is the Eight of Cups. Another 8. Eight of Cups is, to me, always has been just walking away. There's too many cups, too many feelings, too many unresolved things, too much baggage, just too much at the moment, right? It's not that you can't handle it. It's just that you don't need to anymore. It's just done. You've dealt with it, right? And if it hasn't gotten dealt with yet, now's a really good time to put in that work, to the shadow work, for sure, because that's also kind of what I get from this. Like, you kind of have to identify what it is before you can walk away from it. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, strength, earth and energy, very rooted, very grounded, very prosperous, abundance. All the queens are abundance, but this one's more like, fall harvest, right? The Knight of Pentacles is an action card, very slow and steady, balanced, coming in. So there's another coming in. This one's pretty fast, but this one is it's like almost like it's balancing. Like it's balancing this up here to do the shadow work of some stuff that's in the past. To try to see the beauty in it, the reclaiming your innocence. Get all, let go of all the baggage. See, there's like 6 cups here, right? It was manageable, 6 cups. It's nice aesthetic, 3 and 3, right? get to 8, and it's just like there's so many. So doing the shadow work to let go of things, to reclaim some of these memories as good, right? Maybe a past person, past situation that you just couldn't stop thinking of. It doesn't have to involve, even be about anybody else, but something, right? And do the shadow work, because all of that stuff is to bring in the strength, is to help strengthen, if you would choose to use it that way. But you don't want to keep learning the lesson. How many times you gotta learn the lesson, right? How many times does that lesson have to come in before you just fix it? Walk away. Doesn't matter. And you don't have to physically walk away. I mean, unless you feel like you're gonna, like you need some peace and quiet, obviously do that. But what I mean is, Six of Swords is coming to mind. Oh, there was another card flipped over. Oh. Yeah, that one actually came in prayer. We'll talk about that. Three of Swords. I was talking about Six of Swords, you know, where you're basically taking your mind to a safe space. Which doesn't include the baggage of all that pain anymore, you know? The thing is, this pain does create cycles, and you have to release them. You have to release the actions that they were, if you don't want them to keep happening. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes you need shock to get those back up, but really there is a point when you have to learn them, otherwise they will just get more and more and more, right? So, Ace of Wands, Rods, Three of Rods, Rods, King of Swords. Yes, that's what I was saying, looking back, some choices, and discerning them in a way that they're not going to hurt you anymore. You can still have those memories, right? You can still have them, because most likely they're attached to something that's actually nice, that's good, and something you want to remember, right? So, but it's having discernment, looking at it as if it's not hurting you anymore. The Four of Pentacles had also come out. That was, that's holding on. Again, it can be positive or negative. Sometimes you're holding on just to stay and be patient and learn patience, temperance, the mixing together of things, right? Sometimes it can be could be mean holding back. Just depends where you're at. But this is more of a moving forward, like almost like kind of like hunkering down before the storm. But it doesn't have to be a storm. It can just feel chaotic, because there's a lot of chaotic energy around, so much. And you have to remember, you can't do anything about all of it. You can only do what's immediately around you. Unless you're called to go somewhere and do something, then that's up to you. But literally nobody has all of the responsibility on them. So you do not have to keep track of everything that's going on. I would suggest just picking one story. If you need to know what's going on out there, just pick a story for a while. Don't, because there's so many. Underneath, wishes granted. And the Star. So it's healing, and the Chariot. It's very balanced movement. I do like the Seven of Wands down here, because in the Hierophant, and oh my gosh, I could go on forever. There's such a long story underneath, isn't there? The past is such a long story. The Hierophant Emperor and the Seven of Wands, to me, is it is standing up for your own self, your own authority of yourself, your own Standing up for your own governance and authority of yourself. Right? And he's not like attacking, he's defending. They're calm. They've already got there. They've already gotten that. So you don't have to strike out. It's about just holding yourself in this position. It doesn't always have to be like literally battling someone off, but if you do, just remember. Let's do some really quick, some other oracle cards. I want to leave these out. I'm going to do a butterfly affirmation because promise of that transformation does have an outcome. And it is beautiful. And if you embrace it, the chains, well, there's no more weight. You're just flying like a butterfly. It's beautiful and flying around. So let's see an affirmation. It's really pretty cards. I don't know if you've ever seen these. Look. It's this one. My daughter gave it to me. Love you, Nikki. A little slippery. I'm gonna go with this one. In my heart, I know that good things are coming my way. Right? Is that, can you see that? Yeah. And then underneath, every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. That's the picture for that one. Oh, this is the picture for the first one. In my heart, I know that good things are coming my way. See? Yeah. Let's do a Earth Magic. I don't do reversals really, like, and especially with oracle cards. If you've ever noticed that, like, if you used to watch when I used to do these often. Nothing against it, it's a lot more to remember. I like to know a lot of things about a lot of things, but I don't know everything about everything, and I don't need to. Answer comes. Let's get an Earth Magic Oracle card. Ooh, this one really wanted to come out too, right? Lake Stillness and the Wolf Instinct. And let's see what's underneath. Synergy, Green Man. Yeah, instinct is important. You know, intuition is what we listen to about where to go, what to feel, it's like insight. But the instinct is really important because it's what connects us to the earth. Maybe it's just underrated. Like, instinct is great, but it just kind of get a little bit of bad rap after the intuition started becoming talked about. But it's the primal part of what keeps us here. It's like where we're from. Like, the earth is actually pretty chaotic in its forming, right? But there's a lot of stillness that creates so much stillness. One more. We're gonna do a Making Magic little symbol card. Let's see. Little luxuries. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. I can't see without my glasses if that's, yes, focusing. And then power symbol. Cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. It's very important, right? Because when you're doing shadow work, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable space. So when you realize that that's where you're going, take a second and just mind the guides. Not that they don't know, but it just helps you feel safe by putting it out there that I'm making a safe space for myself, right? Especially if you go in somewhere really deep that you don't want someone else to see quite yet, and that you don't want someone to come in or around, or, you know, sometimes lately the shadow work just pops up, really, just all kinds of places. It's not waiting until I'm just resting. And the Philosopher's Stone is underneath, which I feel like a philosopher a lot of times. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Because the Philosopher's Stone, obviously, remember from Harry Potter, is like the elixir of life, the eternity, right? But that is it for today. It's 15 minutes and almost 16 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing, beautiful day. And please remember, you are an amazing, divine being. And you deserve and are and receive love.